So, we are going to make some noises, and they're going to be interesting noises. They're not all going to be good noises, but they're going to be noises. What we're going to do is we're going to see what instrument would be good for you, and we're going to see what instrument would be bad for you. Everybody's mouth is shaped a little different, and you're going to find out that some of these you're going to be able to make some really good noises on, and some of them you aren't. And it just really depends on the shape of your mouth. Anybody know what this thing's called?
Trumpet.
Trumpet, yeah. Now, when I was your age, I wanted to be in the band and I wanted to play the trumpet. And I had an instrument tryout, just like what you guys are doing. And I told my band director I wanted to play the trumpet. So he handed it to me and showed me how to do it, and this is what it sounded like. And that is all the noise I could make. And he told me I couldn't play trumpet, and I was upset. But he had me try this thing, it's called the saxophone, and I was really good at that. And so I ended up being a saxophone player. And I fell in love with it. So I am glad that you pointed me in the right direction, kind of like what I'm going to do for you. Now, since then, I've learned how to play this, because I had to, but it sounds like this. You guys play a song called Hot Cross Buns, right?
Oh, yes.
So a question I get a lot is, how is it that you're able to play all these different notes when you only have 3 buttons? Well, you can, were you going to answer that?
Like push down more than one for a different note.
Yeah. So you can push down different combinations, like I can just push down just the middle one, or just the first one, or the first and second one. So there's several different combinations. But also, I can make more than one noise without even using buttons. Like that. And I'm doing that all with my lips. Now this is called a brass instrument. It's called a brass instrument because of the mouthpiece, which is metal. And the mouthpiece itself doesn't make any noise at all. It's my lips that make the noise. My lips make this noise. It's called a buzz. Which kind of sounds like an elephant, sort of. And whenever I put this up to my mouth, you get that sound. Whenever I put it into the trumpet, it just makes it louder. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if you guys can make noise on this. I'm going to see if you can make a high noise and a low noise. I'm going to make the high noise by tightening up my lips. So you're printing a whole bunch of papers over there. If you tighten up your lips, you get a high sound. And if you loosen them up, you get a low sound. So everybody put your lips together like you're saying Tighten the corners here. Take a big breath and I want you to blow and sound like an elephant. You're going to pick up this little bitty tiny one.
This one?
These have all been sanitized.
That's kind of heavy.
You're going to put it right in the middle of your lips. You're going to do that exact same thing. It helps if you have wet lips, so you can lick your lips a little bit. Try again. Now I'm going to let you hold this however you want. Just go ahead and put that inside there, and see if you can make a noise on it. Yeah, that was nice. Can you try it a couple more times, see if you can do it again. You want to keep the corners of your mouth tight. So, tight corners. There we go. Hey, can you see if you can make a little higher sound? You're going to blow a little faster and tighten up a little more. Very good low sound. I want you to use a little more oomph. See if you can get the higher sound to come out. You're having it, yeah.
I can hear you.
Hey, one of the things I liked about what I just saw is you had your cheeks were nice and tight and up against your teeth.
It makes it funny. Yeah, it's weird.
It does.
Yeah, it's
I want you to try one more time to hit this higher note. Right. So you have your mouthpiece really, really lightly up against your mouth. It's almost hardly not even touching it. So I want you to just put just a little bit of pressure over your mouth, a little bit more. And then sit up really nice and tall. Take a huge breath. Tight, blow hard. Yeah, there we're getting some higher noise. Can you pass it on to the next person, please?
Oh no, I'm gonna be bad at it.
I'm gonna take notes while you're doing this. And then whenever we're done, I'll tell you how you did on each one of them. That's a perfect sound for a low note. You hear how it's starting to go, oi, oi. Can you keep it up high? Tight corners. Alright, pass it on, please.
I cannot play this. I already know it.
Just Saya might be the best one.
You two are kind of similar on that one.
Just Saya's probably gonna be the best one.
You were able to get that low note out really well, which makes me think your baritone is going to sound good too. There you go. Now, before you take it out, so you're getting kind of a pinched sound. Your mouth's really tight on the inside. So, can you say it? And I want you to put it back up to the right in the middle of your mouth. I want you to loosen up right here a little bit. Okay, keep it tight here, a little loose right there. And take a big breath. Blow again. Yeah, you're getting the high note up. Now you get the low note. I like that you're able to bounce back and forth whenever I ask you to. That was good.
Oh, my lips feel like numb.
They vibrate a lot whenever you play, don't they?
How does my sister do this?
No, I don't.
It doesn't.
For right now, you can hold it however you want to.
We're just here for recycling.
Okay, go ahead and grab the
There's
recycle.
anything? Nothing? There's like a few savers, like.
Okay, it's fine. Go ahead and give it a shot.
It's kind of hard not to laugh whenever there's a bunch of other kids.
It's also okay, you can laugh, it's fine. There you're starting to get it. It feels funny, doesn't it?
It feels like
It makes your lips vibrate. Oh, there we go. That was a nice little sound. See if we can bump it up. Tighten up here. Cheeks, corners of the mouth. And also blow a little harder, a little faster air. Excellent. You got the low and the high
I
out.
don't know how
I like
we
it.
take care of this.
Go ahead and pass it on to the next one.
This is lighter than I thought.
Lighter than you thought it was going to be, huh?
Yeah.
Is this a saxophone one?
That's for the trombone and the baritone.
This is. Yeah.
No, this one.
Yeah. So.
Don't be that person. Keep your cheeks shut.
I can't blow it.
You gotta buzz your lips.
Say,
Mm-hmm.
keep it firm here. Okay, now you're going like this. Try not to go over it, but
Don't kiss it.
right in the middle of your face. That was a little harder for you, huh? Hey, like I said at the beginning, you're probably only going to find a couple that's good for you. So
Is this how you sounded when you played it?
you actually made more noise than I did.
Well, at least.
Yeah. Actually, I was impressed with the trumpet skills in this group because I've had some groups that haven't been able to play any.
I wasn't
At
the
all.
worst one.
No, you're not the worst one I've seen.
Okay.
And by the way, you guys, I've seen 100 kids so far exactly.
Oh,
You're 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100 that I've seen. Okay, anybody know what this is called?
Oh, tuba. Baritone.
Baritone. Somebody said tuba. You know, it's a lot like a tuba. A tuba looks exactly like this, only it's twice as big.
Yeah, they are humongous.
And it sounds lower. Now you can play anything on this that you can play on the trumpet. It just sounds lower. So
That's cool.
I actually use the same fingers for that I did for the trumpet. Okay. And just like the trumpet, I can play more than one noise without the buttons down. You do this just like you do the trumpet, only you're going to use the bigger mouthpiece. Everybody try the bigger mouthpiece now. So you can get a big breath.
I feel like I'm gonna be good at this one for some reason. I don't know why.
I feel like I'm gonna be good at this one for some reason.
Can you play a high cross voice? Alright. Can you keep a high note? Now I'm going to play the high note with this instrument. It's going to sound the same.
Wait, what do you already have?
This is a trombone. I want you to try to play this note. Can you make that note? That's a little too high. You're barely putting it up against your lips. Like I can see it shaking off of there. So you put it just a little tighter up against your lips so it's good. Low. Good ear. You're able to match pitch. Can you go? You almost got it. You know, one thing that'll help you to go from low to high is if you think toe, T. Okay, one more thing. Play that higher note with a little more oomph. Blow a little harder. And there you got it. Pass it on. You sound good on that thing.
You get it? Is that thing heavy?
No. Yeah, it's hard to hold. My hands
You
are
have to like put it on
sweaty.
your knee.
My hands are
I
sweaty.
feel like I'm not gonna get any instruments.
That's probably gonna be good for me.
Nice big sound there. Can you make the lower noise? Now think low, wide open mouth on the inside, and also
Like this.
there you go. Yeah. So I like that you're able to bounce back and forth between those two notes. That's gonna be easy for you. All right, pass it on, please. Good job.
I'll be bad at this one too. I feel like the flute's gotta be my best one for some reason.
I feel like that's gonna
We
be
shall
my
see.
one.
I don't know. It just because it just feels like
You feel like a flute player.
so big. It's almost messed up.
It's almost as big as you.
Wow, that was good. Nice job. Love it. Beautiful. Pass it on.
Oh gosh.
Come on, I'm gonna sit back.
Okay, can you like
My lips are
keep that
wet.
thing pointed up? Oh, no,
Why?
point it over. It blows right at me. Louder.
Well, you have to point it up.
No, you don't have to.
You can't do a flute.
You could. I mean, a little bit.
Just so it's going straight down to your mouth. You can turn it. There you go. Yeah, like that. Vibrate your lips, huh? So the reason it sounded a little weird at first because you weren't quite high and you weren't quite low. You're somewhere in the middle. So you're either gonna have to tighten up a little bit more to get the higher note, or loosen up a little bit more to get the lower note. Somewhere, you're right down here in the middle. Are you shooting for the high one? Okay. Tighten up the corners of your mouth a little more. Blow a little faster air. Okay. Match. We're gonna go low. Match this. Good. Now we're gonna firm up everything here. Nice, there you got it. You were also able to match pitch, which is good. So you pass it on to the next person. What did you like better, the trumpet or the baritone?
I like neither. I like baritone.
Figured you'd probably say
Trumpet.
Baritone.
Yeah, be careful.
How do I get it to my left?
All right, 'cause it might break.
How do I get it to my
Put it on
left?
top of your leg.
Nice job. You guys are all doing good with brass.
Feel good?
Hey, try again, yeah. You can try it a few more times.
I can't do really high notes.
Of course it's this.
Okay. Can you try to match this low one? Was that lower, higher, or the same?
Higher.
That was higher, good. Real low. Good. Now we're going to try to get that higher one again. And you're going to firm these up and you're going to keep your cheeks up against your teeth. There you're going high. All right, we're gonna try another one with the same mouthpiece. It's the trombone. You can put that right there, please.
Where?
Right here. Okay, this thing is the trombone. This has no buttons at all. It's got a slide. As the slide gets longer, it sounds lower. Now, people always ask me, isn't it hard to know where to put the slide? And the answer to that's no. We have what we call slide positions. There's 7 of them. And number 1, it's all the way in. Number 2, just about that far out. It's easy to remember. Number 3 would be right there where my fingers are about to hit the bell. Number 4, that goes just past the bell. 7's out here about as far as you can reach. And 5 and 6 are just right here between the 2 of them. And we have those 7 slide positions, and that's how we play every note. So that's how that works. You can play every note on this that you can play on any other instrument, even though there's no buttons. You like this one? I'm gonna lock this so that you don't hit each other in the face.
Can we try the slide?
I'm gonna lock it because otherwise you might reach across and hit each other. I'm gonna see again if you can do what we did on the other 2. If you can go. Okay, one other thing. There is a right way to hold it, which I'm not gonna teach you right now. It's real comfortable. It just goes up like this. You're gonna hold it however you want to. It might feel a little awkward right at first because I haven't showed you how to hold it yet. But mainly, I just want to see if you can make the right sound. I'm gonna put it over your left shoulder. You're going to use that bigger mouthpiece. Try it a couple more times. Whenever you're done, you can pass it to the next person. Pass it on.
It won't come out. I think you hit it too hard.
Twist all you.
Remember a spit like
Yeah, right, if it was not locked, you would pop it in the face.
See, I saved your life right there. That's really not bad, but between the 2 bigger mouthpieces, you did better on the baritone than you did on the other.
I feel like I'm bad on the baritone. It probably is. You can slide it with the
Yeah, so you wanna not, and it's okay that you did, but it's best not to pound it on, because then it gets harder to pull off, kind of like his was, but you'll be fine. See if you can make this noise. Which one of those? The first, second, or the third was the one that I played? That one right there? Don't know? Okay. Alright, it was the low one, the third one. That one there, yeah. Alright, pass it on to the next person, please.
I use this one?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah. That was an interesting sound you made. So you're getting some good low noise. Can you tighten up the sides of your mouth, the corners of your mouth, and try to blow a little faster? There it is. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, you can pass it to the next person. Heard enough there. Of the three that you've played so far, which one was your favorite?
The baritone.
You don't have a melody sound.
The trombone?
I feel like I could box me down and listen with my lips so much.
That was a nice big sound. That's what we want. Yeah, and how about your lower note? Relax. That's perfect. And I like how you're able to bounce back and forth there. Great. Lick your lips. Then try again. Firm. Very good job. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take that now. We're gonna move on to something totally different.
Is it the clarinet?
Yes, the clarinet.
Nice.
Alright guys, what we just played was the brass instruments. I'm going to ask one thing here before we start with the woodwinds. I'm going to ask that you keep them down on the table for just a moment without touching them. I'll show you why here in a moment. It's okay that you did, but I'm going to have you wait for just a moment. I'm going to show you what this sounds like.
Okay.
This is the clarinet. And this is a lot like a recorder in that we've got the hole in the back, we've got 3 holes here that we're going to play, 3 holes here that we'll play. Anybody know what song it
I've
is?
heard of it. It's from
but I
the Polar
can't think of it.
Express. I think it is. I can't
It's
remember.
called Ode to Joy.
Yes, I've heard that at my church.
You can also play any notes on this. You can play on any of those other ones.
Can we try to play hot cross buns?
That song's been in demand this year. You guys all know it, huh?
Can we try to play hot cross buns?
Actually, I'm just gonna have you try to play just a random note. I'll show you here in a second. What?
Can you play the Star Wars theme song?
The Star Wars theme song. watched 3 episodes in the last week. Alright. So, this is a woodwind instrument. And the reason it's called woodwind is obviously because it got this piece of wood right here. It's got a piece of bamboo on it. What happens whenever I blow through this is the bamboo wood vibrates and it makes noise. In fact, it will vibrate hundreds of times a second, like 400 or 500 times a second. And that's what makes that noise. Now the reason I had you not pick them up yet is because I want to warn you ahead of time that the tip of this breaks really easily. We want to keep our finger off the tip of it. You can touch it anywhere else, just don't touch the tip of it. We're going to pick up, first of all, the silver one. With the cork on the bottom of it. Yep.
And don't touch that part?
Yep, you just want to try to keep away from that.
Wait, this one?
The other one. Okay. This is going to sound kind of like a duck call.
Oh my.
It's going to be loud. It's going to sound like this. Kind of harsh sound, isn't it?
There's no hole in it. Oh, there barely is a hole in it.
If that little hole, that reed's going to go like this, and that's what's going to make the sound.
Wait, can we try it?
Okay, well here's what you're going to do. You're going to put it with the wooden side facing towards the ground.
Okay.
You are going to roll your bottom lip over your bottom teeth, just a little bit. Now, not a whole lot. You don't want to swallow your lip or anything.
Like.
Yeah, like that. Okay. You're going to put the wooden part on your bottom lip, like this. Then you're going to bite down with your top teeth a little bit, just so that your top teeth touch the top of it. You're going to close the corners of your mouth around it, like you're saying, kind of like you're hugging the clarinet with your lips. Then what we're going to do is we're going to point it kind of that direction. You keep your head up, but you point it that direction. And then you're going to blow. And you're probably not going to make noise right at first, hardly anybody does. It's kind of rare that you guys are. You have to put more in your mouth.
It won't blow.
If you can't get any noise, you might want to put a little farther into your mouth.
You sound like frightful.
It won't go. It won't go at all.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know.
You said fast. You're like,
Well, hey, I'm going to help you. So we're going to start with him.
yes.
I'm going to take
Please help
this.
me.
I feel like I'm about to pass out.
You're like, I
like that one the best.
With the trombone. Okay, I'm going to have you stand up.
Trombone was the easiest for me.
For this, you're going to keep your hands to your sides. And then I'm going to ask you to keep your head still, which is kind of a hard thing. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of push this into your mouth or out of your mouth. And as I go out of your mouth, try not to do Can you stand right here? Okay. And keep your head up. Keep your hands to your sides. Now, roll your bottom lip over your bottom teeth. Good. Have you open up a little wider.
It's like a dentist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put your teeth on top of it.
Braces on right now.
Good. Go ahead and blow. The reason that squeaked is I had too much in his mouth. We're going to try it again. I'm going to take a little bit of it out. You actually have a really good mouth for a clarinet. Okay, now it's not making any noise because I don't have it far enough. I don't find the right spot. Try it again. That was perfect.
I was meant for my sister. Hey, like my sister.
Do you like clarinet? Because you sound really good at it.
Hey, would we ever like get a splinter from this?
You know, I have been playing this for 25 years, more than that, and I've never got a splinter in my life.
If you break the wooden thing, can you get them at a store, or do you have to come get one from you?
You get them from me, and they're like they're $1.50. Okay, stand up. Bottom lip over the bottom teeth. Bite down with the top teeth. That was really good.
I'm better than Squidward.
You were better than Squidward.
He stinks.
It's like being taller than a worm, though. All right, bottom lip over bottom teeth. And we'll put this here. Bite down with the top teeth. I want you to use more air. Now you kind of got a little bit of a honky sound, don't you? It's because you're not putting your top teeth on the top of the mouthpiece. Try it again. Top teeth on the top. That's good. You You say you do want to play clarinet?
Yeah, I want to play it too.
You do?
I really want to play it.
I don't know. I want to play flute.
Oh, wood doesn't taste so good.
Like it says, I always thought that these reeds taste like all macaroni. But that's before I sprayed the sanitizer on. Alright, so, and you can stand right there. Bottom lip over the bottom teeth. And just put your top teeth down on top of it. Open up wide, because I'm going to pull a little farther in your mouth. There we go. Now try it. You gotta blow. Okay, it's not far enough in your mouth, so I'm going to put it a little farther.
Dang it.
Open up wide.
This is the dentist.
There we got it. Okay.
Hey, one time
Does that kind of tickle your lip?
Yeah.
A
little bit.
Put in the back of my mouth.
Heather is watching me.
I know I saw that I did.
That's, I didn't know.
Can you come over here? Please.
It's
Warm.
working.
Okay. Okay, open up wide. Open up even wider. Hey, put more in your mouth. Okay, check it. Open up wide. Nice. You guys are all doing pretty good at everything. That means you're gonna have a lot to choose from.
I don't want the trumpet. That's what I'm terrible at.
You don't want the
I want the trombone.
trombone?
Just the clarinet. You cannot.
That's a.
Well, I gotta take notes here. You guys don't have to whisper, you can talk loud, that's fine.
Let's talk about braces.
Braces, huh?
I don't want braces.
I think the saxophone I want really bad because I can do phone it in.
Look how crooked my
It's a.
I can't like everybody's bottom.
You can do that on clarinet too.
Yeah.
They're a little white.
Hey, you can do phone
I gotta
it in
keep
on
that. My mom
clarinet.
does
You can do any song on any instrument here.
Phone it in.
I wanna, like, you could even do like a really jazzy song on
Wait,
a
have you seen those,
flute, that YouTube channel where like,
Yeah.
and you can do a soft song on saxophone because I'm used to like
Oh yeah.
really like energetic songs on
You can do
saxophone.
any kind of song on any one of these instruments.
Ooh, I want to do Orange Justice.
You can even do the.
And I'm gonna have to
Oh, yes.
yes, saxophone.
Anything that you can play on one instrument, you can play on the other instruments.
That's what how it moves.
If I was gonna play it myself, I'd turn it towards me, but I'm going to turn it like this so that you can play it. This one you just stay in your seat. Bottom lip over your bottom teeth. There you go. Can you put it a little farther in your mouth? Okay.
It's because it's.
I feel like it's kind of hard to blow through.
Yeah.
You like the clarinet better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the clarinet. Just if you show me how to put it in.
Wait, is this the gold one we're using? Yes.
Yes.
It's like it looks thicker, but this one's longer. Apparently.
Okay. Bottom lip over bottom teeth.
It's because of the mouth.
Hey, that sounds beautiful. Nice job.
I don't think this is.
All right, great.
I don't think that's fit for him.
Even if I had 60 people that all sounded like that,
Bad.
my hearing wouldn't go bad by the time I heard it.
Bully! Come on, just try to be bad. Don't choke.
So you're getting some high notes that are popping out because you're really, really tight. You can loosen up your mouth a little bit. Like you think you ever seen Bob and Tomato?
Oh yes, I watch VeggieTales all the time in church.
You know they're coming out with a new VeggieTales series?
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that at church now too.
I hate vegetables.
No. Do you like VeggieTales though?
No.
What? It's so funny. I love the
I
zucchini guy.
like
Did you even have a childhood?
Larry Larry the cucumber is my favorite.
Yeah, Larry is my favorite too.
I used to draw him all the time in the car whenever I was bored.
It'd be really hard. And then some eyes.
Yeah, the
I love his big eyes.
But can you do the voice? He plays sousaphone.
What? I don't know. Nice job, Addison.
Alright, I'm gonna put a little more in your mouth. If you'll open up wider, and then roll it. There you go. Now put your top teeth down on top of it. Now try it again. Can you use more air?
Wait, were you good at it?
Take a big breath.
What?
Were you good at this one?
And one more time, just a little more in your mouth.
Smoking.
There we go. Nothing? Okay.
Nice job.
You all did really well on the brass instruments.
I did good on the
I
clarinet.
really want this.
I was good on the clarinet.
Yeah.
Not too
I want
bad.
the clarinet.
Like, I just sit down.
Yeah.
I
Every
want
group's different.
I really want the saxophone.
So what, you can do fun in?
Yeah. I want the saxophone because you can
Did that feel like it was
play-
pretty hard to get any air through it?
No, not really. Not as hard as I
Can you play
expected.
the blues on there?
It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but why is it supposed to be hard?
No, it's not. It looked like you were grunting really hard. I didn't know if it felt like you were grunting really hard. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, are we doing the flute next?
Wait, what? Wait. Is this their last instrument?
Yes. I've got to write some stuff down for how you did on the saxophone. But while I'm doing that, you can try to get this always on your own.
Is it too much? Joey?
This big hole goes to your right. Flip it.
Yeah, do it.
You can flip yours around. There you
Is that how it's supposed to sound?
go. No, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna blow across the top. You don't actually blow into the hole. I'll show you here in a second. I'm gonna write this down.
Wait, did they
really know what instrument we're fitted for?
I started like whistling instead of just like, yeah, I started like,
And if we've already done it now, we don't have to come back out once
My voice is from the jelly.
Right.
We don't have to come back out once
You
we
like
can get on Friday.
Yeah, we did on Friday.
Yeah.
We were gonna miss on Friday. Oh my gosh.
All right, everybody.
Oh, I did it.
All right. So I've got this big hole facing towards the right, which would be that way for you guys. And go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how this works. Go ahead and pick yours up. Right. Good. This little hole is gonna go towards the ceiling, and I want you to notice. Look up here. You're not gonna blow into it like that. Instead, I'm gonna frown just a little bit. So I'm bringing the corners of my mouth down. Also, I'm gonna be a little bit pouty with my bottom lip. Then, this little ledge right here, I'm gonna feel it underneath my bottom lip, underneath the red part of my bottom lip, like this. And then the final thing that I'm gonna do is I'm kind of whisper the word poop.
Was that bad?
No, that was good. Right.
I'm definitely not playing this.
So I may need to help you put it in the right spot. I'll come back to you in a second. You're getting dizzy, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. You'll be last here. You're tying your shoe.
I can't breathe.
You got it on your own.
Did I get on my own?
Yeah. All right. Can I get you to sit up tall? Look kind of towards that picture over there. You can just turn and look towards that picture. So, and
one direction.
face that picture.
That picture. Let's start with the
There you go.
Medicine.
Now, kind of frown just a little tiny bit. I'll put that under your lip and then just blow across the top of it. There you go. That's exactly it. Now, do you feel this edge on your bottlet? Okay. Can you hold it and do the same thing? Just put that ledge back in the same spot. Exactly. Nice job.
Somebody's trying to come in.
I have some more that would like to join you.
I only have room for 5, but they're going to be done in about 5 minutes.
Okay, is it okay if they just wait here then?
That's fine.
Okay, guys, just stand there when I get out.
Okay. Okay, let me hold it. Put your hands on the table. Okay, look towards the whiteboard. And then frown just a little bit. Do you feel the ledge right there on your bottlet? Can you put that ledge back in the exact same spot and do that again? Great. All right.
Oh,
You can breathe now. Okay,
I can.
we'll try it again. Okay. Looking towards that window. Do you feel that on the ledge? Okay. Can you do this?
That was totally me. That was me. That was so good.
Yeah, that was a little hard to make noise on, isn't it?
No, I like it.
Oh, I think right there. You're still able to use it. All right. Hands on the table. Okay. We want to relax our mouth.
That's a beautiful picture.
You had to stare at it for a while, didn't you? Okay. There you go. Something like that. Here you go. You can put that back down on the table. Who's out there? Oh, your grandma's out there.
Don't dish soap.
All right, for just a moment, you can play whatever mouthpiece you want to for just a second, okay?
Wait, which one was it good at? I can't remember.
Oh my god, do this.
I'm about to pass out. I feel like it. Joey.
I would bet
All of it.
I can do that one. I'm really good at that one. What instrument does this go to?
That goes to the clarinet.
That was
I'm
totally
totally good at
great.
it.
All right. Can everybody put your mouthpieces down on the table? So here's the part where I tell you how well you did.
No.
Okay?
Yay.
So
Can you tell us what instrument we're meant for?
the flute was the thing that we just did.
Yeah, but we never connected it.
Well, the flute takes me a few minutes to show you how to hold it, which is why I'm not going to send it around. But if you can make the noise on the head joint, then you'd be able to do the flute. So, so listening to you, what'd you say?
I think I'd be good at the saxophone.
Think so? You've had a few things that you'd be good at. But I was listening to you, but I was also looking at the shape of your mouth, and I'm going to tell you what the best things were for you. I heard you say several things throughout the time. You really liked clarinet there for a while, didn't you? The thing that you sounded the best on was the clarinet.
Oh no, I'm gonna be like my sister.
He's Squidward.
So clarinet would work really well. Also, if you didn't want to go with the clarinet, I think my top 2 for you would be the clarinet or the baritone. You remember which one the baritone was?
Yeah, the big one.
Big one? Yeah.
Is the saxophone pretty good with me?
Saxophone's pretty good. That'd be your third choice. I think first would be clarinet.
Yeah.
Second would be baritone. Third would be saxophone. Now, hey, I'm just going to tell you these choices, and then you can think about them. You can talk to your parents about them, and then you can decide on your own. But at least there, you know what
Can
yours
you write
are.
them down like on a
Does everybody have more than one?
Tell you what, I'm going to give you this paper that you can give to your parents, and turn to the back of the first page. Not everybody has more than one.
Alright, everybody.
Turn to the back of the first page. You see all those instruments that are listed there? You can circle what I'm telling you. And you can put number 1 next to clarinet.
Wait, where?
Back of the first page.
Oh, wait, right here.
And put 2 next to baritone. And 3 next to saxophone. That would be my choices for you. Alright. For you.
Yes.
Was baritone your favorite?
Yes.
Baritone, you did fantastic on it. I'll also tell you that you were a really good clarinet player as well.
Good word.
But if I were you, I would go with either the baritone or clarinet. If baritone's still your favorite, then definitely baritone.
I think clarinet is my favorite.
You like clarinet better than baritone?
Yeah,
Do you know where the
Squidward.
instruments are? Will we get an instrument from you? bottle.
Show this to your parents. It has that answer on there. Okay. Yeah, baritone or clarinet work well for it. You still like trumpet the best? I would love it if you would play trumpet. I don't have a whole lot of trumpet players, and you sound really good at it. So trumpet would work well. But just so you know, other things that would be fine with you after what I heard today would be the trumpet, the baritone, or the flute. Either one of those three sound really good. Trumpet would be my first choice for you.
Yeah, my mom played the flute.
All right, moving around the room here.
Your mom really
At the beginning of this, you said that clarinet was your favorite. Has that changed? Do you still like it the best?
Kobe here for like almost every game.
Yeah, I'd say.
I'll say that you sounded pretty good on all of them, other than the saxophone was a little hard for you to blow through, so I think I'd stay away from the saxophone. You could really play any of them, but we want to go for what you like the best. So that in mind, I would say probably either clarinet or the flute. Clarinet would be my first choice for you. So you can write like a 1 next to the clarinet, a 2 next to the flute. Yep. Really anything but the saxophone I think would work for you. So you have lots to choose from. Those are my tops. Okay, and for you, you sounded really, really good on the trombone. Is that still your favorite? You said that several times while we were playing.
Yeah.
Big one there on the end. So that would be choice number 1. Also, my second choice for you would be the flute, because you were able to get a real natural sound out of that. So that would be this one right here,
Yeah.
or this one here.
I like that. That's always been my favorite instrument.
It has?
In my life.
Well, it's important to pick one that you like, because it'll be more fun for you to practice that one. Okay. Any questions for me before I send you anyway?
My sister's in.
So, like, how? Okay. So, like, do you give out instruments?
All of that information is in this little packet. You just have your, you guys don't really have to read it, but if you can give it to your parents, it'll tell them about it.
Do I have to turn it in? Or
So there is a QR code on the bottom of it, which just means that you can look at that with an iPhone, just with the camera. To take the camera and point it at that, it'll open up a little form where you can fill it out, and I get the answer to it. If you don't have a phone or one that can read the QR code, the website is on this little highlighted thing right here. So you just type that in.
does it have to be an iPhone?
You can use a QR reader. Your parents probably know what that
You
is.
can get like an app too.
Yeah. So either scan the QR code, or you can use anything that you can get internet on and put the website in. It's the same thing. Okay.
Like, is there anyone you thought was bad for me?
Anything that I thought was bad for you? The trumpet was horrible.
I didn't like the trumpet.
I would stay away from the trumpet or the baritone, and the saxophone. I wouldn't do one of those. Any other questions?
Wait, okay, so in band camp, will we like try out different ones or the ones that we like best?
At band camp, by the time band camp starts, you will have picked one,
Okay.
and you will be learning how to play that at band camp. Okay. And you're not stuck to whatever it is you told me today. You can change your mind, because now you have a little guidance. Okay. Any other questions? All right, guys, you're a great group. You can head back to class.
So much thank you for